It's very difficult to understand what it's like to undergo cancer treatment unless you have had cancer. It's tough to relate to the complicated world of dialysis unless you have kidney disease. To think that either disease may kill you is, well, unthinkable.
I was diagnosed in August and my daughter was being married in April. And my first thought before I started anything with cancer was, first of all, will I even be there because will I die? Or will I have to go down the aisle in a wheelchair? I had 14 months of chemo and radiation was 37 weeks.
Well, Henry'd been feeling bad and having problems for quite a while.
My kidneys were failing, the creatinine was continuing to rise. I started getting these jerking motions and they said it was time.
Yet overwhelming demand and growth in cancer and kidney disease has led the Regional Medical Center to launch a major expansion of the Mabry Center for Cancer Care and to construct the Dialysis Access Institute. About 1,000 new cases of cancer are recorded each year in Orangeburg and Calhoun counties.
Patients receive the same cancer treatment anywhere in the United States, whether they go to Charleston, Columbia, if they go to Washington, D.C., Florida, Georgia. All patients receive the same type of cancer care, and we deliver it here at the Mabry Center for Cancer Care. 2 cancer treatments, chemotherapy and radiation, will be particularly impacted by the planned expansion of the Mabry Center for Cancer Care. The Mabry Center for Cancer Care was built in 1992 when there were about 400 patients a year. Last year, over 1,000 patients were treated. Despite this incredible growth in number of patients, the size of the center has changed very little since 1992.
And I walked down the aisle with my husband. I smiled, I wore my wig. I had people that didn't know I had a wig on, which was a good feeling. The wedding really helped me through the cancer because I had that to focus on, and my daughter was so supportive. And so I really counted the blessing was that the wedding was there for me to think about more than I thought about my cancer.
Well, one of the most major problems that we have is scheduling our patients where they can come in and receive their cancer care without having to wait. Treatment sometimes will last anywhere from 4 hours to sometimes 6 hours, and so that chair is not available for 6 hours. So having to readjust schedule, having to readjust time for patients has become one of our most challenging issues here.
Expansion plans include an 8,500 square foot addition to Mabry Cancer Center.
The expanded cancer center will allow patients to be seen in a more timely manner. The added space will allow patients' family members to sit with them while they receive their chemotherapy.
The expanded Mabry Center will also add a second linear accelerator, the primary technology for providing radiation treatment to cancer patients.
The benefit of a second linear accelerator will provide some newer technology in that the new Varian machine is called a rapid arc technology and will treat some of the new treatment techniques in much less time than the existing machine.
Dialysis is a very interesting kind of thing that we have in medicine because we have a machine that can actually take over the function of another organ in the body. We really don't have a heart machine, we really don't have a lung machine, but we do have a machine that can take over kidney function. Dialysis is nothing more than when the patient has lost their own kidney function, is that now they have to be attached to a machine such that kidney function, by using an external device, a machine, can be continued.
Dialysis patients can receive dialysis treatment at any of thousands of dialysis centers nationwide. RMC's Dialysis Access Institute, however, will be a high-tech surgery center where physicians and staff will surgically create the port to the patient's vein through which dialysis can be provided. Without a port, the patient cannot receive dialysis.
Dialysis access meaning an avenue to, is nothing more than a way of making an operation or putting in a catheter, which is a little tube, to extract the blood from the body such that the patient can live with the dialysis machines. There are over 40 to 50 different operations that we do just to establish that one thing, to be able to get the blood out of the body, go to a machine, and return the blood.
For over 3,000 patients each year, surgery at RMC is the only way to create access to their veins so they can receive dialysis treatment. Because patients need dialysis as much as 3 times a week to live, timely access creation is critical.
If a patient cannot be dialyzed and the poisons are building up in their body, it can actually cause cardiac arrest. It can cause death. Death comes to dialysis patients if they have no kidney function whatsoever within a relatively few days.
And it's not generally a single surgery. Most dialysis access patients require frequent intervention to maintain a healthy port to receive dialysis.
So what we constantly have to do is try to maintain these accesses. So it is not unusual for a patient to require 3, 4, even 5 procedures in a year just to maintain the access.
The sheer volume of surgical access procedures is overwhelming the facilities of the regional medical center. Within a year or so, patients needing this procedure may have to be turned away, just because of a lack of surgical and recovery space.
As they continue to grow, and they will grow, it increasingly strains the hospital to be able to provide an efficient operation.
To meet the increasing number of patients needing dialysis access surgery, the Regional Medical Center is building a 16,000 square foot Dialysis Access Institute. The Dialysis Access Institute will be space dedicated to life-saving dialysis access and include operating suites, scanning rooms, pre- and post-op suites, lab, and treatment space. It's fair to ask whether the Dialysis Access Institute is different, something that is truly saving lives.
I was truly surprised to realize how many patients, locally as well as nationally, that wanted to come in and have this procedure done with our Dialysis Access Center. But I was even more amazed with the amount of doctors, locally as well as internationally, that wanted to come in and have this training done.
We do as much of this probably as anywhere in the world. We need to do a lot more. There is a need to have a facility that is going to be totally dedicated to doing the surgical, the percutaneous, the maintenance type things that we talked about, that even if you have only 1,000 patients, you would be many times looking at 3,000 to 4,000 procedures per year. We really think that on our catchment area that we're seeing now, we could very easily be up to 600 or 700 procedures per month.
To help fund the $18 million expansion of cancer care and dialysis access, the Regional Medical Center Foundation is launching the $4 million The Best for Our Community capital campaign.
Raising $4 million is a key part of making this financially viable. It doesn't matter how the hospital funds the balance. The community support for this hospital is critical for the long-term ability to make it thrive.
The last campaign we had was in 1981, and we raised a little over $1 million in that campaign, and that was when this hospital was built out here on its present campus.
By providing millions in charitable health care and tens of millions in economic impact, RMC is a major economic driver in the region.
The Regional Medical Center has a significant impact in our community. We have over $500 million in international investment, and when companies come to look at Orangeburg, healthcare is always on the top of their radar.
RMC's benefits extend far beyond just economic development.
Financially strong regional hospitals are the key to physician recruitment, patient retention, and advancement in technology. In the case of RMC, they're able to do it without city or county funding.
I am so proud of this hospital for what it's done and what it will do. People count on it here and throughout the region.
The larger hospitals in our area are about 60 minutes away. This makes the importance of RMC in our community even greater. Many patients require weekly or even daily treatments. RMC is important to us because of these reasons.
I think about what a wonderful experience it was, that the fear that I had that I would not even be there did not happen. My daughter was beautiful. I felt like I was beautiful because I was there. It was a wonderful experience, and it helped me, dealing with that wedding, helped me endure all of the treatments that I had.
This is a very significant activity. The RMC Foundation and RMC Capital Campaign is pivotal for this community and for this region. My family will be major supporters of this event. We think it is that important for Orangeburg, Calhoun counties, and the surrounding areas. You are encouraged to do likewise.
No one is going to do this for us. We have to take care of ourselves and our future.